Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Chantel. This is my basic journey. Today we're going to be having a little crafting time. I'm going to share with you, I made my mom a little beaded hanging plant and it turned out super cute. I love it. It has gemstones and beads and it's in this little tiny flower pot. She absolutely loved it. But before we get into that, I do want to share with you guys some things that have been going on, what I've been working on. For the last 6 months, I've been at my mom's house in Illinois and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I've always wanted to have a shop that had more of like my art stuff and all the jewelry that I like to make. And so I've been really thinking about it for the last 6 months, what I wanted to do, because I was really confused on whether I wanted to include it in my basic journey or start something that is completely separate from that. And so the decision has been made, and so I want to talk with you guys about that before we get into my little crafting time. So I've been really struggling with what to call my jewelry business, my art business, because I didn't want it to be completely focused on making jewelry, because I do love to work with so many other mediums. I like to try new things art-wise, and so I wanted to create a space that I can create and share with all of you. And so, drum roll, I started a page and it's called KismetCreationHaven. And I'll put the name up here on the screen, but if you guys want to go and check out all the links that I have down below in the description box, I have a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and an Instagram, all for Kismet, and I absolutely am so excited to share everything with you guys. I have just been recently trying to put up all of the jewelry items that I've been making on it at first, but I am really interested in sharing like my drawing and watercolor, and I just wanted to kind of have a little safe space on the internet to create and share with you guys. So yeah, my official new art space is called KismetCreationHaven, and let me tell you guys, it took me forever to decide on that name. I've been through like 10 different names. I've signed all of them up for Gmail and made all the social medias before I finally decided what I wanted to call it, and KismetCreationHaven is the winner, or Kismet for short. And so I was really excited to share this with you guys. It's something I've been working on for a while. I remember the last time that I came to my mom's, I had bought all of the stuff to make jewelry with packaging and shipping materials, and I was totally ready to start it back then because I wanted to have something to do while I was on the road and make more money while I was on the road. But then it never came to fruition. I just kept putting it aside and I couldn't decide on a name, but I finally decided. I finally made that decision, and now I'm ready to share it with all of you. And so please, if you can, just help support me by just adding my social medias. So yeah, I will be sharing all of the jewelry that I make over there. I already have some of it up on Etsy, and I just want to say a big thank you to my Patreon members because I've already shared this with them and they've sold me out of a lot of the things that I've already added, but we will be adding more. But I really just wanted a place for me to create and share my art, and that is what we're going to be doing. And so it would mean the world to me if you guys would come and support me over there. And once I get enough subscribers on my Kismet channel, I'll be able to go live and do art with you guys and hang out and chit chat while I make art. And I really wanted to have a separate space to do that and not do that here on my basic journey, because I do really want this to stay in the travel / van life, weight loss, like my personal journey, not anything to do with my art journey. And so that's why I really wanted them to remain separate. But I do want to share it with you guys, and thank you so much to everybody who's already been so supportive of this. I really appreciate it. It has been a long 6 months of me trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life, and I really wanted something that I could take on the road in the future, and I am so excited to start vending places and getting tables at fairs, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, but I was more focused on traveling and doing my basic journey than I was on building an art business. Also, I'm excited to share with you guys that we have some fun plans coming up. I have a couple adventures in the book, so we're going on a camping trip next weekend, and then A week after that, I'm going to be going on a road trip with my mom. I'm very excited for that because we have not been able to get out and do a lot of fun adventures since we've been here. It has been wintry, and then we were just going through the healing process for my mom, and now we are ready to get out there and do some fun things, and I'm excited to bring you guys with me. So thank you guys so much for just hanging in there with me because it has been a rough, long 6 months. It's been a rough year. Since my dad died, it has been just a rough year, but we're finally getting back. We're coming back. Let's get into my little crafting adventure, and I just wanted to share those fun little announcements with you guys, but thank you. Before we get started, I just want to say that I did not come up with this idea on my own. I saw a TikTok video of a finished product, and I said, oh, I think I can do that. And so I bought everything that I thought I would need in order to make that happen, so we can make this for my mom. Starting off with this foam cone, a number 6 cone made with recycled plastics. And so I went through, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I marked already where it would fit inside of this little thing. And so we're just going to cut it and then super glue it. And that way it can rest while we're making all of our leaves with these. I don't know if you can see that either. We'll be making the vines and leaves with this gold craft wire and just an assortment of different green beads. This is just a kitchen knife, and I'm hoping, oh, it cuts right through like butter. Also, I did a second one just in case that one's a little too small. Let's see which one we like better. See, that one fits nicely. Let's try the other one. This one's in a little bit more since it's thinner. But I think that'll be better because we're going to be using these different little tiny chips, like stone chips, we're going to put on top. Grab a glue gun stick. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, this feels good. It's nice and secure. We're gonna let it dry completely while we're making the vines that go inside of this. Now we're gonna make the vines. I'm gonna be using this gold crafting wire, and we're just gonna put a bunch of beads on it until about, I don't know, I would say like an inch or so at the end, which is going to be put into that foam inside of the little flower pot. And so we have an assortment of different green beads here. These are all the green beads that I could find in my stash. We have some peridot, some green agate. We have a whole bunch of different green beads. And I also found this random, this is a malachite sphere. It's not a bead. I just randomly found it. So we're going to be putting that in the top of our flower pot in the middle. And I think that'll be really cute. And so our vines are going to hang down. As you can see, this is the shortest one. It'll hang down, but we have a lot of them to go. So let's get started. So this one, I'm going to start with one of these little leaf. I'm just wrapping this end around the other side of the wire to make sure it's nice and secured. And I'm going to cut off the excess here. And this is going to be covered with beads, so it'll be all right. And that's what that looks like. Now we're going to add beads to this all the way up until about there, because this is what's going to go into that little foamy bit. So I'm just filling these up at random, no rhyme or reason, just using all the different green beads that I have. We're just going to fill her up. we have finished all of the vines and they are looking so cute. But before we put them in, I want to decorate this a little bit. I used pencil to write on Mother's Day 2025. I'm going to use these Posca pens. They're like acrylic paint markers to write that on there. And then I also want to make a little hanging basket out of this twine. And before I put those in there, I want to make sure that's done and the paint is dry. So that way I don't have to do it when the vines are in. So let's do that really quick. That way it can dry while I'm making this. Because honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just watched a YouTube video on how to make a little hanging basket out of twine. And so we're just going to try it. I'm just so happy with the way that this turned out. It looks so adorable, and my mom absolutely loved it, and I'll probably never make one again because it was very tedious, but I love how it turned out. It turned out so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, definitely subscribe below. I'll also put a link for my Patreon in the description box in case you're interested in checking that out and helping support my channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video for some more adventures. Bye!